So in just a couple hours, I'm going to be heading to the airport, flying into Reykjavik and then to Ísafjörður. I don't know how to say that, but it's in the northwest of Iceland. Getting on a boat and going sailing around the western fjords of Iceland to the east coast of Greenland and over finishing up in Ireland. So I'm just getting packed right now, and I've never, gone on this type of trip before. I don't really know what to bring. So I've done my best. I've talked to some people, and this is what I've got. Sailing on a budget, I can't really afford all that fancy high-tech sailing gear. So I got some 100% wool sweaters from a thrift store. I'm going to dress in layers in the cold weather, but it kind of smells like mothballs and dead people, so just giving it a good wash, trying to freshen it up a bit. So hoping to fit everything in like one duffel bag plus a carry-on. So obviously I got a sleeping bag, and then there's an inflatable pillow in there. It folds up really small, about the size of your fist, but I can blow that up. And then like towel would be compact version, but it's full-size bath towel. You got this kind of stuff for traveling. Hat, obviously wool hat. I got a couple of those, and hat for sun. Okay, pants I just use like regular sort of hiking pants. They got the zip offs on them. Good old-fashioned Canadian long johns. Those are probably 30 years old. Got a base layer of partial wool, and then my wife splurged and bought me some of this Icebreaker merino wool. These are long underwear, so I got a couple sets of long underwear so I can change them out. And then I just layer up with fleece, wool sweaters that we got from the thrift store. For outerwear, I have a good waterproof coat. This is not technical, fabrics at all. Like $100 raincoat. Company's called Viking, but I used to wear this on my boat in the Great Lakes, and it's just a good coat, and it will keep the wind off and keep me dry. But I've talked to some people who've done sort of sailing. Some of them are actually fishermen. Fudgy and the boys from Portavogie there. They always just recommend good old-fashioned waterproof, like sort of rubber type stuff. So I'm going to be bringing that, and you just hope that you have enough changes that you can change your base layers. What else have I got? Got my camera gear. Got a drone. I'm going to try not to crash. My usual 35mm and my GoPro. Need a water bottle, of course. Something to read. This is a book by a couple from Hamilton, which is like 40 kilometers from where I live. I walked into Chapters the other couple of weeks ago, and they were doing like a book signing or whatever. They just maybe launched or had it published. But it's the story of them crossing the Atlantic a couple times and how that all came to be. And so something to read on the plane or the boat. One other thing actually is for dry is rubber boots. The captain of the boat, he's just old school, old wellies. These are insulated ones. He says get them a size big so you can wear 2 pairs of socks. So I'm used to cold. I live in Canada, and I'm very familiar with dressing for cold weather, but the wet and cold, that combination is a little bit different. So hopefully I've got my bases covered. That's kind of it for the clothing. Personal safety, I do have, of course, my PFD, tether, have a personal locator beacon, which is just the same as the EPIRB, but it's one that you need to have on you. And then the Garmin InReach, which is links up with Iridium to the satellite network so that you can text and email. This was loaned to me by my good friend Nigel, and it's something actually it's going to be required for us because I guess we didn't realize that you need to stay in touch with, I think it's Green Paws, Marine Rescue Control Center. You have to check in every 6 hours, and we can do this with email using this, so that's really important for us. And then I can also text home. Fishing gear, like I gotta bring a rod and reel and a little bit of gear. I know there is some on the boat for the deep sea stuff, but the fjords and rivers might be a little bit different, so I thought it'd be nice to have some options, but not bringing much, just a small little tactical box. I'm thinking the fillet knife is important. I'm feeling lucky, you know. Flashlight, I don't know about this one. I don't know if it's going to be dark at all, but might be useful on the boat, so I think I should bring that. As far as some personal items go, I mean, bug spray, I don't know about that. I know there's a lot of flies in Greenland, but I watched Drake Paragon the other week, and apparently they don't bite, they just swarm you. So I do have mosquito nets. There's one in this hat, and I do have an extra one. These are biodegradable wipes. Lack of showering, figure sort of towel off with these, and you can throw them overboard. They're 100% biodegradable, so they're bamboo water wipes. So that's probably about it. So if I've forgotten anything, I'm not going to have much option to buy. Oh, gloves. Okay, so I don't really know what to do about gloves. In Canada, you can get away with sailing gloves, and when it gets cold, just kind of waterproof gloves. So once again, the old fishermen swear by good old-fashioned rubber gloves, and then if you just use like a warm, these are knit liners, and you have a few pairs of these, so as they get wet, you take them off and dry them inside the boat, and keep your inner layer warm, but this keeps you dry. And apparently that's the best way to keep your hands warm, because any gloves that get wet just become useless. I do have some of these kind of rubber gloves that have liners in them as well. So I think that's it now. I just got a text from my neighbor as I was packing. He said he had a wool sweater for me. 100% wool from Newfoundland. It's heavy duty, one of those kind of itchy ones, but I don't know why they always make them I look kind of pregnant, but I don't think I'll be complaining when it's blowing a gale out there, so I think I'll take this one with me too.